Hello everyone, welcome to this video on light, reflection and refraction part 1. In this video, we will discuss about light, reflection, terminologies associated with reflection, laws of reflection, types of mirror and their uses, terminologies associated with spherical mirror. Now my friends, let's assume that you are kept in a dark room. So do you expect that you will be able to see the different things around you? Obviously no. Why? Because there is no light. But as soon as you switch on the lights of the room, you can definitely see different things around you. Why? Because there is light. Light is a form of energy which makes it possible to see different things around us. During daytime, when we go out, we can see different things around us. Why? Because there is natural source of light called sun. In earlier ages, scientists have experimentally proved that light travels in a straight line. It travels with a speed of 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now my friends, light can be represented using a straight line that shows the direction of light. This is called ray of light. Here I have given an image of a straight line with an arrow over one of its head. This represents a ray of light. So whenever you want to diagrammatically represent a ray of light, you must use this symbol. Now when such rays of light accumulate and forms a bunch of rays of light is called beam of light. Now, when such ray of light strikes a mirror, what is a mirror? Mirror has a polished reflecting surface. All of us use mirror in our day-to-day life, and it is a common example of a perfect polished reflecting surface, isn't it? So, what happens when a ray of light strikes a mirror? When a ray of light strikes a mirror, the reflecting surface of the mirror sends it back with a changed direction. This phenomena is called reflection. The light falling on any polished surface such as mirror is sent back with a changed direction. This is called reflection. So here in this slide, I have given some images where you can see that reflection is happening. In the first example, I have given a woman who can see her image on a mirror. So all of us are very well aware of this example because we use mirror to see ourselves in our day-to-day lives, right? Now, I have given a picture of a plate. Even metallic surfaces are polished and they can act as a reflecting surface. There is one more example in which we can see a house, we can see water. So in this image, we are able to see the reflection of that house on water. So that means it isn't necessary that the polished reflecting surface has to be a mirror. It can be a metal, it can be water, it can be anything that has the quality or capability to reflect the light that falls on it. So this entire phenomena is called reflection. Here you can see a great sculpture. It is a cloud gate sculpture known as Beam and it is situated in Chicago. It is an example of polished metallic surface that reflects the image of the city. So it's a beautiful sculpture, isn't it? Now, we talked about what happened when ray of light strikes a polished reflecting surface. Now let's have a look. What happens when a ray of light falls on a material or on a surface that cannot reflect the light, nor can it allow the light to pass through it? So when such thing happens, it acts as an obstruction to the path of ray of light. Consequently, we get shadow of that object. In this picture, I have chosen to use a wooden plank. So the ray of light is striking the wooden plank. Wooden plank cannot reflect the light back. nor can it allow the light to pass through it. So consequently, we are getting shadow of the wooden plank. Now, let us talk about some terminologies associated with reflection of light. So before talking about the terminologies, let us have a look over the image. Here you can see a plane surface which is acting as a reflecting surface. There is a light that strikes the reflecting surface. It is known as the incident ray. The light that is being reflected back by the reflecting surface with a changed direction is called reflected ray. There is a normal which stands perpendicular to the reflecting surface. There is angle A and angle B. Now let's come back to the different terminologies associated with reflection of light. First one is the incident ray. The ray of light that falls on a polished reflecting surface is called incident ray. Here, the incident ray is striking the reflecting surface. Second is reflected ray. The ray of light that gets sent back with a changed direction is called reflected ray. Here you can see that the incident ray which strikes the reflecting surface gets reflected back with a changed direction. This is called reflected ray. Now, angle of incidence. The angle between the ray of incidence and the normal is called angle of incidence. Here, angle A represents the angle between the incident ray and the normal, and it is called the angle of incidence. Normal. A straight line that stands perpendicular to the point of incidence and the reflecting surface is called normal. Here you can see the dotted line represents the normal which stands perpendicular to the reflecting surface. Next comes angle of reflection. The angle between the normal and the reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Here, angle B represents the angle between normal and the reflected ray, and it is called the angle of reflection. Now my friends, when we are talking about images, we are talking about reflection, then there must be an entity of which the image has been created. So the entity of which the image has been created is called the object. What is an image? The image of an object is obtained on a screen. That is only the image, right? Now the image can be of three types. It can be either real image or virtual image or erect image. So what is a real image? You all must be familiar with movie theaters. So what happens? Different images that makes up a movie are being projected using a projector on a screen. So that image can be obtained on a screen. That is an example of real image. So the images that can be obtained directly on a screen is called a real image. But those images that cannot be obtained on a screen are called virtual images. So the image that we obtain on a plane mirror cannot be obtained on a screen. That means the image formed by a plane mirror is virtual. Next type of image is an erect image. The image having same direction as that of the object is called an erect image. An erect image is always upright and straight. That means the image obtained by us on a plane mirror is an example of erect image, right? Now my friends, we all know that all phenomena that happen in nature are governed by a certain set of protocols, by certain laws. Even the phenomenon of reflection are governed by certain laws. So there are two laws of reflection. The first one is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. The second one is the incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So here in this image, you can see that angle A represents angle of incidence and angle B represents angle of reflection. So according to first law of reflection, angle A is equal to angle B. That is, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now, the second law states that the incident ray, the normal to the mirror at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So here in the image, you can see that the incident ray, the normal, and the reflected ray all intersect at one point and they all lie in the same reflecting surface. Now, my friends, let's talk about different types of reflections that we gain. So there are three basic types of reflections. Reflection can be categorized into three broad categories. The first one is the regular reflection, second one is the diffuse reflection, and the third one is multiple reflection. So, what is a regular reflection? Here in this picture you can see that the regular reflection takes place when the reflecting surface is a smooth and regular surface, so that the incident ray falling on the smooth and regular surface gets reflected back in a definitive path. So this creates a regular reflection. But in case of diffuse reflection, you can see that the surface on which the incident rays strike is irregular and rough. That's why diffused reflection is also called irregular reflection. So in this case, what happens that the incident rays that strikes the irregular surface are irregularly reflected back in different directions, resulting in irregular reflection. Now the third one is the multiple reflection. So here in this example, we have kept only one object. There is only one bottle of nail polish and two reflecting surfaces. We have kept two mirrors. But using one object and two mirrors, we are getting so many images. That means we are getting multiple reflection. Now, let's talk about what are the different types of mirror. See, there are two types of mirror. The first one is a plane mirror. The second one is a spherical mirror, which can further be categorized into concave mirror and convex mirror. So my friends, let's talk about plane mirror. Plane mirror is, I think you all are well aware of what is a plane mirror because we all use it in our day-to-day lives. We all have a plane mirror at our homes, isn't it? So now let's talk about what kind of images are formed by a plane mirror. Image formed by a plane mirror is always erect. It has same size as that of the object. It is at the same distance as that of the object. It is virtual and it is laterally inverted. I have given a picture that shows an image formed by a plane mirror. So the image formed is erect, yes. The image formed is upright and straight and is as the same direction as the object. The image formed is of same size as that of the object, yes. The man and the image both are of same size. The image formed by plane mirror is at the same distance as that of the object. Yes, it's true. If you are standing 2 meters apart from the mirror, the image will be formed 2 meters away from the mirror. So that means the image formed by a plane mirror is at the same distance as that of the object. Farther you go, farther will be the image formed. And nearer you go, more near the image will be formed. It is virtual. That means the image formed by a plane mirror can never be obtained on a screen. And the last one is the image formed by plane mirror is laterally inverted. To make this point clear, I have given a ball. I have drawn a ball in right hand of the object. But in case of image, that ball is in left hand of the image, right? So this shows that the image formed by a plane mirror is laterally inverted. That means the left of the object is the right of the image and vice versa. Now let's talk about what is a spherical mirror. Spherical, with the term spherical, it's clear that it's related to something curved, right? So here I have given two examples of spherical mirror. The first one shows a kind of mirror that you may have witnessed in streets, especially in hilly roads where the roads are quite curved. So using these mirror, people at one corner or at one end of the road can see what kind of vehicle or if anything is coming from the other corner or not. So these mirrors having curved reflecting surface are called spherical mirror. Even a spoon. Here I have given an example of spoon. So here you can see that there is a curved reflecting surface of a spoon. So this is an example of spherical mirror. Now spherical mirror can further be categorized into concave mirror and convex mirror. So let's see what's concave mirror and let's see what's convex mirror. So here in concave mirror, it's a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved inwards. That is, it faces towards the center of the sphere. So here in this picture, you can see that there is a solid line and there is a dotted line. The solid line represents the reflecting surface and the dotted line represents the opaque part that does not reflect the light. So the girl is dancing in front of the solid line, that is, she is dancing in front of the reflecting surface. The convex mirror is a spherical mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards. Here you can see that the solid line is curved outward. That is the reflecting surface of the mirror and the girl is dancing in front of the reflecting surface. Now my friends, let's see what kind of images are formed by a concave mirror. A concave mirror forms smaller or larger images in size than the real object. It forms an image that is either real or virtual. If it is real, the image is laterally inverted or erect. So here you can see in both the images, both of them are using concave mirror. In first example, she is using a concave mirror so that she can get a enlarged image of her eyes. And in the second image, the man can see enlarged view of his face using a concave mirror. Now let's see what are the uses of concave mirror. Concave mirrors are used in reflectors in headlights of vehicles, in torches, in shaving mirror. Why it is used in shaving mirror? To get an enlarged view of the portion of the face which we want to shave. It is used in headlights. It is used in astronomical telescopes. It is used by dentists in their mirror to see enlarged image of teeth. It is also used by doctors to examine eyes, ears, throat and nose. So basically, concave mirror is used where we want to get enlarged image, right? So basic use of concave mirror is where we want to get enlarged image of an entity. Now let's see what kind of images are formed by a convex mirror. A convex mirror always forms images that are smaller in size than the real object. It always forms a virtual image and an erect image. Now let's see what are the uses of convex mirror. The best example of the use of convex mirror is a real life example. You all must be aware of the rear view mirror or known as the side view mirror in vehicles, right? So that is a convex mirror. It is used why? Because the image formed is smaller in size than the real object. So we can, using that rear view mirror, we can see the traffic behind our vehicle. Okay? And it is also used inside hospitals, offices, buildings or streets or especially the curved roads so that we can see, the people can see what is around the corner to prevent unanticipated accidents or collisions. Okay? So here I have given two images. First one shows the kind of convex mirror that is used in streets to avoid unanticipated collisions or accidents. And the second one shows a rear view mirror that helps us to get a view, to get an idea of the traffic behind our own vehicle. Thank you friends. Thank you for watching this video. We will be coming up with some more videos.